Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is number 142 for February 19th, 2025. I am Nemesis, and I'm joined by Alcatraz.
Hello.
Yeah, a couple things actually in the world of anime that we actually caught our attention. Number one was apparently the Miku movie is getting a North American release starting on April 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a limited time. It's like one of the things like
Probably
they
one
typically
of
do with
those.
anime movies.
Yeah.
So that's coming. Another thing that was recently announced is the Bocchi the Rock Season 2 that was just announced as of this morning of recording.
Yep.
Bocchi the Rock Season 2 is coming. We actually talked about this a while back. I said there was a leak that said it was coming.
Yep. So we kind of knew, but now it's official.
Yeah. So they confirmed Season 2, Cloverworks. I believe that's again.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Apparently new director, though.
Interesting.
Literally hours after recorded last time, which frustrated me because it was like, oh, hey, cool, big news that we didn't talk about it all because we didn't even know it was a thing yet.
C'est la vie.
So they announced a new Love Live thing, Love Live Bluebird, or Ikizu Laibu.
Yeah.
They showed a brief teaser image essentially, and that's sad piano music, and she's crying, and
Turns
we're
out
doing this. We're doing Love Live Depression Edition.
Watch that just be a big nothing in it. It's just perfectly happy.
I don't think so, because as of late, there's been recently we actually talked about them, Girls Band Cry.
Oh, yep.
Big thing, music and drama. And also there's the two Bang Dream spin-offs which go hard into this more kind of this darker, more dramatic direction.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't seen that a lot.
Not surprising, Love Live is also trying to get in on that because those have been proven to be very popular.
Yeah.
So
it hurts so good.
Yeah. But I noticed a lot of people don't notice that she looks a lot like Honoka. New character. That would be wild if they the direct sequel like Honoka's daughter is who's struggling. Because
that can't happen. Honoka can't have a
They wouldn't do that
daughter?
just because that implies Honoka got married to a man.
Yeah, that can't happen. They're idols. They can't be married at all. They're idols.
They were idols.
They're always idols. They can't not be idols.
They're school idols. Yeah, they announced this during one of the lives, which coincidentally I found out. I did not know this, but they brought back Muse to do some performances, which is wild considering, they're all our age, the performers. So that's, and also one of them lives in America now.
It's cool. I like seeing that. Break the idea that they can't do anything after 31.
I know, but it's just kind of wild because it seemed like they were pretty much done because all of them are, we have talked about this, they're voice actors first.
Yeah.
So it's a lot harder.
For that crew, they were voice actors first and musicians second, singers second.
Yeah. Regardless, this kind of a new direction looks like for Love Live, and I'm actually excited to see how they do that.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious.
Yeah, because the name Ikuzuraibu, it's to play on words. Ikizurai is more or less means like hard to live, hard to breathe. Basically, it's supposed to. It's the idea. The concept is it's living as a struggle.
Yep.
And Ikizuraibu, written out in hiragana with the kanji, can be interpreted as hard to live club, and then of course you got Lebu Laibu, so in the katakana, which so the Ikizuraibu and katakana, so yeah, it's that's the whole play on words there. So they're definitely going in that darker direction, which I'm not sure how they'll handle it, but it's definitely going to be different. Addresses a lot of things that I think a lot of the problems people have, which is it's always the same thing every time.
It's Love Live.
Yes, but no.
You know where it's gonna go.
It's like one of those yes, but also no.
Yeah. The story is the same, but that's not
the
why
formula
you watch
is
it.
there.
The characters are the
So yeah, we're gonna I guess break the formula a little bit.
We'll see how well it goes. Could go great. Could be a miss.
I'm hoping.
You never know.
But that's I think as of this now, that's the only details we have regarding that. And there's no real details other than there's that teaser and it's coming, so we don't even have a date yet.
Yep.
Just it's a thing coming.
It is a thing.
Also, one little thing that caught my eye this morning was apparently Bloomberg posted out a large article, which I can't read the whole thing because, it's behind a paywall. Regardless, Japan cracks down on exploitation in $21 billion anime industry. Basically, things are getting, people notice that people work for anime tend to be exploited. Particularly, the animators. We talked about the thing with Mappa. Now we we kind of knew Mappa was the worst of them, But that generally knew that this was a problem with the whole industry. Basically overworked, underpaid, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
And it looks like, well, because Japan is now really pushing anime as a whole, basically to the world as kind of a...
See how cool we are?
Yeah, because all anime is a big industry now. It's kind of getting embarrassing that people keep finding out about this whole, hey, what's with the thing with the workers? So now they're looking at, they're changed some laws, particularly for freelancers already, and now they're going to be investigating more into the industry, and they even invited people who are employed in anime-related fields to submit anonymous complaints so they can get a better idea of what's going on. Yeah, so we'll see if that actually works out in any real tangible way. But regardless,
it is a thing that is happening.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yep.
If something's being done. But anyway, that's not the thing we're talking about. We are talking about, once again, as we said, My Hero Academia. This time, Season 3, because...
We're getting through all of it.
Getting through it all.
That's a lot.
And a little bit extra this time because we kind of skipped before, but it kind of, that was a mistake, and we're just going to...
Yeah, a couple of the OVAs in movie.
Yeah, well, the movie did come out during Season 3, so...
yeah, the movie did right in the middle of it.
I guess I want to go get the OVAs out of real quick.
Yeah, just get because those happened in Season
So OVA 1,
2?
which was Suku Kuijo Kunren, or what was it? The Jump Festa 2016 special, rescue training, depending how you look at it. It's basically... remember the USJ incident with the villain sect? Well, basically, what if they didn't detect? This basically the whole just basically what would an actual class of the USJ be like? Well, initially, until a surprise, the villain attacks. Except it's not really a villain; it's actually All Might in disguise. Because he has this whole thing he wants to teach them, but surprise, he kind of. I guess despite the fact he was advised not to do it, he did it anyway. Well, they weren't really thrilled with him.
How about I do it anyway? Yeah.
That's the episode.
Yeah,
it's just them just learning the rescue thing.
Yeah.
Basically exactly what would have happened if the plot didn't happen.
Sort of, yeah.
Also, I think the most notable thing about it is they twice broke the fourth wall. Because, talk about, it's an anima fest.
Yep, yeah, they did that a couple times.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that?
But yeah, it's nothing really beyond that. It's nothing really to...
it's filler.
Yeah, it really is just it was just a little bonus for if you went to Anima Fest.
Yep.
The second OVA was for Season 2 was Training of the Dead, which a little more to it than the first one, I think. A
little bit more, yeah.
Generally overall better OVA, which they kind of just go out first basically they even said battle royale. A little survival training out in the wilderness, and they have a couple representatives from another school, and turns out one of them has a power which zombifies people, and it goes wrong, and most of everyone gets turned into zombies, and then only a handful of them are left and have to survive. And also Froppy had a friend,
yep,
that she knew from beforehand who's there.
Yep,
name is Mongoose, which is weird because she looks like a snake. I think I have a feeling there was a bit of a translation error here.
Isn't there a snake called a mongoose eating snake?
Well, there's a cobra and mongoose keep fighting, but it's like makes me wonder if they're reading about cobras and mongooses.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Mongooses.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing I wasn't surprised me because I know the cobras and mongoose are enemies.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if someone was reading on it and just kind of swapped the English words around.
Maybe, I don't know.
Anyway, Habako Mongoose was Tsuyu's friend who, she looked like a snake.
Yep. Head of a snake.
Yep. And the friend, and man, that is very flowery, shall I say.
They're just really good friends.
Yeah. Gazing each other's eyes while holding each other's hands.
They're just being pals. That's what gals do, right?
Yeah. Also, we could see Froppy's family.
Yeah, they're all froggy.
They're all very froggy, particularly her dad, who's incredibly froggy. So yeah, we get a little bit more about Tsu. About she kind of took over her siblings, so that was nice. Getting to see a little bit more about Tsu.
Yep.
Well, of course, he kind of stops being important about halfway through. So yeah, of course. The OVA is also very much more willing to indulge in Minetta's issues, unfortunately, which kind of shows how much worse. Yeah, like I was talking about way back when, like he gets worse, and sure enough,
worse.
He got worse.
Yeah.
He got way worse. But anyway, going on to the season 3 itself. So it starts off with the
the training camp with it starts with the
training camp.
The crew with the girls that are like magical girls almost.
Mew Mew Patrol or whatever. Yeah, they got the cat girl maid thing, a motif going.
Yeah, and the whole aren't you a bit old for this kind of a thing? Yeah, the Wild Pussycats, that's what they were.
Yeah, their whole thing, they're on the wilderness training because, the training camp, it's because they got to train.
Yep, I think they were prepping for that at the end of last season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had the prep for that, and they had the training camp. And one of the things there was, I remember, because the story was, they changed things at the last second to basically because, someone seems to know something. The villains, and hey, look, the villains attacked anyway, even though only a handful of people knew where and when the training camp was specifically, and yet the villains still found them. So which means there's a mole.
There's a mole.
They don't know who it is, and they even brought up the idea that it might be one of the students. And someone basically, that means there's a handful of people who knew, which means one of these people is a mole and is feeding the villains information. That's not good.
That's not good. No.
Regardless, the training camp, they get attacked by villains. A new set of villains. Well, some of them new. Some of them we've already seen because, briefly, but now we got to see them in action. Like Dabi, oh, wow, that's a lot of fire, and it's blue.
Yep. And
Himiko.
Yep, we saw Himiko in action for the first time.
Yep, and Spinner. And Mr. Compress and Magni.
And the dude with the metal teeth, it was creepy. Who was that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that guy.
The creepy teeth extension power. Yeah. Wearing a gimp suit.
Yeah, which is, okay. Sure, I guess. Yeah, he gets captured, though. He doesn't last very long. And then
half
Muscular.
of them get captured. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Half of them get captured at the end because there's a big fight, and there's a really, really buff dude, and the kid, Muscular. Kota.
Yeah, the kid there. He was under the hero's care because his parents died because they were heroes, and he hates heroes because of this. It's the whole thing, basically, heroes.
He has trauma from his parents dying.
Yeah, and turns out, guess what? Who killed them? The guy named Muscular, that guy who's there now.
Yep.
And threatening him specifically.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then Deku does his thing and makes him believe in heroes again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which was it was a pretty cool. That was actually a pretty cool scene.
It was.
And the second half of it is the provisional license exam, mostly, and also moving into the dorms. Moving to the dorms, the provisional license exam. Also there's the whole, All Might having another fight with All for One.
Yeah, that happened right in the middle. I was about to say, that was kind of a big moment.
Yeah.
Because it turns out that All for One was one sending these guys in, and
as
captured Bakugo.
As we know, All for One is the one in charge of the League of Villains and Shigaraki and everything.
Yep, and the whole training camp, Bakugo got kidnapped.
Mm-hmm. And then they had to go rescue him, and it turns out, then All Might had to fight All for One, and barely won, and in the process, pretty much drained the last of his quirk.
Yep.
That's it. He's done. And then we get the whole thing. All Might is retired now.
Yep.
And now the world has to, figure out what to do without the pillar, the symbol of peace, the shining light of peace, right?
Yep.
What do you do with that now?
You're next.
You're next, indeed. Yeah, which then leads into the provisional licensing exam, because basically, they're kind of trying to figure out that whole thing, which is, maybe we should just have a whole bunch of heroes. Like, wait, maybe we shouldn't shoulder everything on one person.
Imagine.
Yeah, so the licensing exam, which is 1,300 or something of applicants, and only 100 are going to get through.
Yeah, which is less than normal.
Usually about half.
Yeah, usually about half, and then they immediately open with, first test is going to whittle it down to 100, to a 10th.
And in the end, only 97 people passed.
Yep, but
3 of them failed the final test.
But they had an exemption, don't worry,
you can
take some extra tests and little thing here, and you can get it too, because we want to make sure at least this 100 people, which you whittle it down really hard at the beginning. You want to make sure those people still get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that second That second half had some really interesting moments, and
Yeah.
but then halfway in the middle, we also had the movie.
Yeah, and halfway through, it takes place about halfway through,
Yeah,
which is weird. Yeah, that movie is just Midoriya and All Might, and then it turns out all of Class 1A wind up on Island, which is a big artificial scientific research island, and then villains attack, and it turns out a guy named David Shield, who used to be All Might's sidekick, orchestrated it, but then he didn't realize it was real villains, and then because he was working on a thing that amplifies quirks, and then his daughter Melissa was there with Izuku, and they helped, and they stopped the big bad, and it's a pretty straightforward, like big, it's the big action cool movie,
and it was really good. You can
good.
really tell they put some budget and time and effort into it, so it
but
looked
it's
amazing.
not like plot wise, it literally adds nothing because it
nothing.
can't. It has to be its own. It cannot interfere with the main plot.
Yep.
So it has to be kind of side thing. Again, I think this is overall still My Hero Academia as a whole is still pretty solid, but this is, I feel, when the narrative cracks start to appear.
I think so. I think overall it felt a little weaker.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I mean, it has the big moment of the big fight between All Might and All for One. That's a big moment.
That's a huge
it's a
moment.
really well done moment.
Yeah, that is an amazing, huge.
But I think one
moment.
thing, this is kind of one of those things that it's a little ridiculous. And people pointed out back then that watching against. Oh right, this is kind of ridiculous. Which is Midoriya's going, oh man, this whole punching thing's messing me up. And then he's like, then he has to remember, oh yeah, I can kick. And they treat the whole thing he can kick as this huge, amazing, mind-blowing revelation that everyone's like, oh my god, that's so amazing, Deku. It's like,
it's not amazing that he was kind of stupid.
It's just, he can kick.
Yeah, like I get it. The reasoning is he's so focused on All Might, and All Might's fighting style was with his fists, and he was trying to emulate that.
But they act like it's it's like some unprecedented, unknown thing.
Yeah,
and that's where the narrative is like, what? Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also change things up with now that there's the new normal, which is they live in dorms now, which kind of changes that there's more, I guess, in the future, and I believe this will be the case, of more chances for the students to be together outside of school hours.
Right. Yeah.
So, and we've already seen a little bit of that. There's now more chances for them having to invent scenarios.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, they'd invented scenarios for the movie. Oh, yeah, Midoriya got there with All Might, fair enough. But then, wait, why is Ochako here? Oh, because she came here with Momo because she had extra tickets. Same with Jiro. And Ida's here because his family's here. And Bakugo's here because he won the tournament and so on and so forth.
So many,
everyone's here just for literally everyone's there, except half of them don't do anything.
Yep.
It's like, so why are they here then? They didn't have to be here at all.
They didn't even have to be in here.
They didn't have to appear in the movie, yet here they are. Yeah, so the training camp arc is interesting because, like, okay, we get Kodo, we get the little tragic backstory with the kid and everything, which, and of course, it helps, it helps push Midoriya's story forward. Him that has to, remain smiling and everything, and saving the kid, even though the kid, has, lost his faith in heroes.
Yep.
And also, confronting a guy who was able to just tank his hits, and he had to go push himself beyond again, even though he learned how to not do that, but now he has to go beyond because this guy just took it.
Yep. His 5% was not enough.
His 100% wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Well, so he had to go, plus ultra.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It worked. It did.
Maybe I'll see. The other thing is the big thing. Bakugo also finally puts it together, which is Midoriya has All Might's quirk.
Yep, that was after the All for One fight. A little bit afterwards, he starts putting that together.
Mm-hmm. It was after the licensing exam too.
Yeah, it was at the very end, wasn't it?
Where he the confrontation where he actually gets Deku to fight him.
Yep.
At night. After curfew, out in one of the training sites, which is one of the things that's grounds for expulsion. But
probably yes.
Well, we can't have that because, let's be real, Bakugo is pretty good at this thing, and Midoriya, is All Might's protege. We don't really want to expel them.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's an interesting thing because they hype it up as the big fight between finally they fight for real. Baku and Bakugo of course wins. Because of course, that's the thing is Bakugo's always winning. It's one of the things that kind of starts rubbing me the wrong way. It's like Midoriya is your protagonist, and he keeps losing to the rival every time. That's gonna get a little annoying. And that's my thing. It's getting a little annoying that Bakugo wins every time.
Every time Bakugo wins, Bakugo is pissed off at it because it wasn't good enough.
Yeah. You're not, we see, but that's the thing. We also see actual character growth for Bakugo. That's the other thing.
That's a big one. There was a lot of character growth.
That's another thing. Is like, are we sure Midoriya is the actual protagonist and not Bakugo? Because it seems Bakugo's getting the lion's share of character growth here.
Well, because, Midoriya is already
at a point,
a hero. And has a hero mentality. He's already there. He just has to grow his power to match.
That's kind of a weird thing. That's just narratively. It's like, why is the rival getting so much of the attention here?
Yeah.
Bakugo, but we see that he's struggling with some of this stuff. Granted, some of it's like, stop crying, baby. Because, he's blaming himself because, he got captured and it's his fault that All Might, got hurt.
He lost his power because of me, because I got
already going.
Like, no.
It's already going.
But he didn't know that. Yeah. Now he does.
But still, regardless, and we see that there is a modicum. He's actually, they have to have this. Basically, is that thing. They have to have this fight so they can get to a point where they can respect each other for real again. Because we see that All Might even says they're true rivals now.
Yep.
Chris before is like, there's a lot of bad blood here.
Yep. Going from like antagonists to rivals, just normal rivals.
Which I think that's a necessary change because, you can't keep this forever. Bakugo is still, Bakugo, but there's a bit of understanding there. And we see there's growth. Like, when they both get, house arrest.
Yep.
Bakugo, because through the first punch, gets 4 days versus Midoriya's 3.
Yep.
And we see Bakugo is actually cleaning and actually getting, hey, give me your trash.
Yeah.
He's taking it seriously.
He's mad about it.
Of course, he's taking it seriously to the point of even yells at, Midoriya for not, doing a good enough job of cleaning. What was I thinking? Oh, when they moved into the dorms. This is one of the things they're talking about. Mineta gets worse.
Oh, God.
So Mineta starts fantasizing. Oh, look, there's a common area where all the bathrooms and showers are, and they're separated by gender.
Yep.
And whatnot. It's like, and then, of course, the whole thing. Hey, it's like, I have an idea. Let's have a room contest. Who has the best room? And he's trying real hard to get the girls to come in his room, being the creepiest little so ever. And they all smartly go, no.
Nah, we're skipping that one.
Yeah, thankfully, because he just takes the creep up to another level. Like, there's other things that during the exams, like, they find out Midoriya sees a girl naked because of, I'll get into it a little bit, but
it is, but isn't.
Regardless, I'll get into a little bit about that thing. And then he gets upset about that. He's trying to. There's also in the OVAs, it's like he's trying to, figure out a way he can justify, groping the girls.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and then Midoriya would actually, no, you don't get to save. You don't get to save anyone. You don't get to touch anyone.
You don't get to.
And then we see that. It's like, what Mineta is he is that coworker you have to work around because for some reason, despite all this garbage, he doesn't get fired ever.
Because every now and then he's useful.
Yeah, but he does all these awful things, and everyone just has to work around it because for whatever reason the boss will not fire this guy.
Yeah.
So we just have to work around this. And so it's like, don't be alone with him. Just trust me. Just don't ever be alone with him.
Don't ever be alone with him.
It's gonna be, it's not gonna be comfortable. And just really frustrating because like he's still and like that, and it just got worse in this season. Including him trying to climb the wall for the this hot spring to see the girls because it was a divided hot spring. So he tries to. The kid was there and stopped him.
And of course, then the kid turned around and freaked out himself. But
but he's doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Stopped the pervert. Well, yeah, but during the survival training arc as well, there's another thing that popped up. I'll check something. I need to find the character name. Where is he?
The dude with the robot shell.
What?
I'm trying to remember. We're trying to guess.
He was the guy who was still in the cat maid outfit. He
still
wore it. Yeah, I'm trying to find him.
Yeah, that one. During the first arc.
Yeah, I'm trying to find his name because I'm trying to confirm something. I need to double check. I'm trying to find him on here on this list.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't help me. Because I remember hearing some. I don't know if it was just fanon stuff I saw or if it's canon. I remember seeing something about him being a trans man. But I don't know if that was just fanon or canon.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to.
Regardless, their uniform is the whole cat girl maid outfit, and he still wears that uniform, and he does not, proudly too. Yep. He does not shy away from it. Yeah, I found his name, but it told me nothing. Yawara Chatara. This is one of those things also because there's one of the villains, Magne, right? I already mentioned her. Magne is a trans woman, but she's very burly, big, muscular, stubble. Pretty clear, trans woman. Yeah. Of course, it says Annie List. Magne prefers to go by female pronouns despite her masculine presentation. Somewhat masculine.
Where is it? Yeah, I see the reference that you're getting for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think Yawara is trans man.
Yeah. I thought
that was mentioned in the manga volume 9.
Oh, there you go. See, I knew there was something about it. Yeah, so we got funny enough, so we got the two trans characters fighting each other. And this is what we tried to talk about the problematic queer representation in My Hero Academia. This is the beginnings of this because, within the trans woman, it's nice that they're showing that, she doesn't have to be hyper feminine to still be valid as a woman. It's all the villains refer to her as Big Sister Magne, which is great. She's murdered several people. But,
she's a villain, but
yeah, girls got her hobbies.
Exactly, I'm about to say.
But so that's great that they actually did that to a degree. But also the weird thing about her powers is the whole magnetic polarity thing, which is it's based on gender, whether or not north-south polarity.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, what about a non-binary person? What happens there? Nothing? Are they just immune? Do they get split in half? Ew. Regardless.
Oh, man. Really? What if they're fluid?
Yeah, too.
Pulls it and then just stops.
Just spins in its place.
And it'll go back and forth kind of thing as it changes.
Regardless. But on this other side, you have Tiger there who's trans man. And the whole thing was, they kind of used to present female and then, had the uniform. I recall the thing is uniform was already preset and they offered to give him a new uniform. And he went, nah, I'll keep wearing it. But they also, got ripped. It's cut, but everyone of course acts kind of looks all weird about it because guy in a cat girl made outfit. Regardless, it's like that's great, but also kind of weird that the villain is the one that doesn't conform, I guess. Then again, that kind of leads into another one of the narrative cracks, what beginnings of one, which is we actually get a bit with Twice.
Oh yeah,
where he's talking about his quirk, which is he makes clones of himself, and he used those kind of as slave labor of sorts, and then until the clones all attacked him, and then there's a big old brawl, and then one of them he's the only one left, and he's got trauma because also one he got attacked, and two, am I the real one? And he's got trauma, and he calls himself crazy, and he has this whole thing: heroes don't save people like me. We see that's one of those things. That's a big thing, which is. He's someone who's fallen through the cracks.
Yep.
He never got the help he needed, and he's now a villain. And he feels like society has rejected him.
Yeah, I think that was one of the lines. He says something about the fact that the villains are the only ones who accepted him for who he was.
And we see that too, because we're seeing a couple things like that. Again, Magni. Again, the villains are accepting. Like Spinner is very Blizzard-like. He's also a big, huge Stain fanboy. His dresses like Stain and everything too. Also has this belt sword thing. Bazillion swords held together by belts. It's like, that doesn't seem very
I don't think
practical.
That's not quite how it works, but all right,
sure.
Seems to be working for you.
Seems to be working for you, but we get little things like that. So the queer representation in My Hero Academia, again, this is the beginnings of the weird, somewhat problematic aspects of that, which is. It's you get this feeling of they're trying, but also you're not quite hitting right.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact upcoming, there's a couple little things that are going to be really frustrating on that front, which is
Were they playing stereotypes of
Not
it?
quite.
Or
We'll see. We'll get
Okay.
into that a little bit later, but we'll see. I know about it, some of it. There's also the thing about the women. Again, a lot of the women are sidelined. Again, the casual
Yeah.
sexism of My Hero Academia, which is you see that a lot. Like even in the movie,
the women are basically
just kind of they make you do
side
one or two
characters
things, but
and-
they
yeah.
just are standing off to the side cheering. While
Yeah,
the
other
guys
than-
get to have the
I
big
guess
action scenes.
Melissa was important to, got to get her up because she's the only one who can actually turn the system off.
Right.
But otherwise, yeah. Yeah, I almost feel like the movie was worse than the show, at least up to this point, with like some of the other ones. Because,
Yeah,
I mean,
particular.
in the show, we've seen a lot where a lot of the other women characters are actually, doing things. But, yeah, it's an issue.
Yeah, it's a constant issue, and
Yeah.
I remember, at one point, we'll get to it later, but the author tried to address it, did not do a very good job. The provisional license exam was interesting too, because like how it worked out, which is like, everyone had to, it was basically a game of tag with, the balls on the targets.
Yep.
Everyone had to hit three, and you had to hit, what was it, 3 people to get, pass?
Yep. Yeah, it hit 3 people.
Yeah, and stuff like that and whatnot.
And it opened up with the crushing of UA.
Yeah, everyone wants to, UAs, everyone knows about UA.
Yep, they're the big ones, so hit them first, get them out of the
And
try to get
UA
them
was
out of the way.
like, it ain't gonna be that easy. Everyone in UA passed that initial one, but also linking
Barely,
back,
but yes.
yeah, linking back to that. Also, actually, Toga showed up in the training camp, right? And everyone's like, "Wait, she fought us, and she even used her quirk. What the heck is she do? Can she do? Right? Because she went after Tsu and Ochiko. Actually, cut Tsu's tongue because she had a knife." And, Ochiko actually had, Ochiko remembers her training with Gunhead. Wait, I know how to handle this. And, pins her.
Oh, yeah.
And then Himiko started talking and was really creepy about it. Like, she starts talking to Ochiko about how, how
you're
similar
just like
they are.
me.
You're not so different, but in a very different way. Usually it's, the villain trying to grandstand and get the hero to join them or whatever. This is like, no. She's being creepy she's on the ground, but she's being creepy about it. It's a very different presentation. It's really well done, scene again. Because Himiko and Ochiko's getting freaked out.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing of when you listen to Himiko saying, half of what she's saying isn't wrong.
Yeah, she's right. You like someone too, don't you?
Yeah, you just want to be them to the point you just want to be them, which actually kind of speaks into Ochiko's feelings right now. Ochiko's grappling with her feelings for Izuku because she doesn't know what they are.
And she's denying. Well, I think she does, but she's denying because people have told her, and she's denying it. No, it can't be that.
Well, because she's looking at it. Is like, does she have feeling for him, or does she admire him? And that's the thing. Is like, does she want to? Does she see him as a source of inspiration, or does she have romantic feelings for him? Right. So that's the thing. That's where Himiko's kind of, you want to be him.
Mm-hmm.
Then while she got Ochiko freaked out, she stabbed her.
Yep.
With needle.
And that definitely comes into play later.
Comes into play later, and she runs away. She's able to run away. That's of course also right after Ochiko and Tsu also held hands. Launching that ship launched off right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened, and then later we meet what's her face from the other school during the provisional. Claire or something like that. What was her name?
Kami.
Kami. Yeah,
Kami.
There's a C in there somewhere.
Yeah, we see the other school, which also the guy with the wind power.
Yeah, the wind power, and also the dude with the hair.
Yeah. Cousin It.
Basically.
So that school is basically considered kind of the other top school in Japan for her heroes. Yeah, Akami's there, and she doesn't say much until she shows the at one point she encounters Midoriya, right? He gets she tags him once. And then have the encounter, and then she runs off again, and then Midoriya runs into Ochiko. And then Ochiko's, he's kind of figuring out how to get out of the situation. Ochiko's behind them. She gets this weird smile, and she has a ball, and she starts moving towards him with the ball. And then he backs off like, I knew it.
You're not Ochiko. Who are you?
Because he already figured out. He already figured out it was Ochiko, but saved her anyway because, he's a hero.
Yeah.
And then she morphs into Kami, so that's Kami, that's Kami's quirk. right?
Yep, Cammy and
Okay,
Cammy
makes sense.
explained it
And
somehow.
she's talking
as
about
that.
how she, it's like, how did you do that? How did you do the other thing? I barely even noticed you. It's like, because, we training. We have training at our school. And then she tries to ask the hair guy later. He's like, we don't have classes like that. What are you talking about? And we see later, there's Cammy walking down an alley, and that's Toga.
That's Toga.
Oh, that's her quirk. Her quirk is transform.
She can transform into anyone that she ingests the blood of.
Yep.
Similar to, the ingesting of blood is similar to Stain, though the end result is very different.
Yep.
So
and
yeah.
So she also, the other thing was she got Midoriya's blood, which apparently she was supposed to do that.
Yes.
For what, we don't know yet, but that's not good.
That's not good. Fortunately, we already learned, ostensibly, that power cannot be transferred unwillingly.
Yeah. Also, the other
ostensibly.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he freaked out about. Yeah, Midoriya freaked out about it at one point.
Yeah, because of the whole Stain incident.
Yeah. Oh God, does Stain have all might have one for all now? No, that's not.
Oh no, it has to be willing.
The other thing actually, that was interesting about that scene with the fake Ochako is actually if you're watching, if you're paying attention, you'd be able to catch that. Wait a minute, that's not Ochako before the reveal.
Oh.
Because there's the bit earlier where Ochako's with the group. She's with the group earlier,
right?
And then she's suddenly by herself.
Yeah. That's a confusing
And on top
part.
of that, when she was with the group, she had no helmet, and when she met with Midoriya, she had the helmet again.
Ah.
And also on top of that, again, as Midoriya pointed out, she was acting in ways that doesn't make sense. Like, she knows better than just be out in the open and shouting.
Yeah.
It's almost like she was not, Ochako.
Almost like you weren't her.
Yeah, so there's actually a bunch of little tells there, which actually I find pretty clever. If you were just paying attention. But if you might not. I also might assume, that's an animation error.
Yeah.
That's not exactly uncommon.
It was never her.
Yeah, which is actually pretty clever of them.
Yeah, we also get the hair dude afterwards who was mentioning that she's been acting weird lately.
Yep.
It's like, it's because it's not her. Now it makes me wonder what happened to her. Is she like dead?
I don't think so, because she said she went home early, but I think she's supposed to be dead. I think what happened, she just got,
Because obviously Toga met her.
Yeah.
In order to get her blood, so what did Toga do to her?
Yeah, took her blood.
Yeah, and what else?
Hopefully just her blood.
Hopefully. We don't know. They didn't say anything. And then I think the next big one was the wind power dude and
Shoto.
And Todoroki.
Yeah.
They had their big moment and big character growth moment.
Because
they screwed up.
Yeah.
They screwed up big time, but they learned their lesson. Turns out, what was his name again? The wind power dude. The wind power dude.
Inasa.
Yeah. He and Todoroki met before.
Yeah, at the exams for the recommendations.
Yeah. And Todoroki was kind of a dick.
Yeah, because he's still brewing,
Yep, exactly.
Over his anger his dad.
Yep. And that made him basically act like his dad, and that
Inasa met his dad trying to get his autograph, and his dad was like, get out of the way.
Yep, so there's a whole bunch of bad blood to begin with between those two.
Yeah.
And it put those two into a severe rivalry.
Yeah, it was funny because, Inasa was trying to befriend him, and she said, wow, you're strong.
Yep.
And he's like, don't get in my way.
Don't get in my way.
Just
and
like
then it happened again, so they're all pissed off at each other. And then
the problem was, right in the middle of the exam, they start fighting each other.
And everyone's like, the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
And then it took Midoriya to go, the hell are you doing?
Yeah, they finally work together.
Get your act together.
Yeah, it leads to apologies and whatnot, but it also leads to both of them failing.
Yep.
And also Bakugo fails. Why? Because he's just yelling at the people they're supposed to be saving. That's why he failed. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, because he's just not very good. He's got really bad bedside manners.
Yep, to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah. But, those other two figured their stuff out. They're starting to get resolution and character growth. So that was their big moment.
Yeah, some other stuff I was thinking of. The All for One fight was like, ooh boy, because they got Midoriya, Kirishima, Momo, Ida, and
did they have
Joryu? Was it Joryu? Yeah.
Did they have Acid Girl? No, I don't think so.
No,
the whole group of them went out to go
save Bakugo.
To go save Bakugo.
Oh, well, that was the wrong location.
But then it wasn't.
They found the Nomu.
Yeah.
Instead. And then they
Yeah.
found out, oh, by the way, the heroes already know about this. And they're attacking right now. Basically, Mountain Lady lifting up a truck and just slamming it down.
Yep.
So, oh yeah. With weirdly smooth CG animation.
Hmm.
Considering the timing. Considering the time frames, like the CG animation is weirdly smooth. Usually it's very choppy.
Yeah. It turns out that it's a good thing that they were there, because then all for one for all. Which one's which? I always get those two confused. The bad guy, the real bad guy.
All for one, yeah.
All for one actually shows up.
Yep.
And All Might has to show up and try and fight him, and it's
Yep.
not going well because Bakugo's also there, so All Might can't go full out.
Yep.
Midoriya realizes this.
They get Bakugo out of there, then All Might gets that last bit of strength so he can actually, defeat All for One again.
Yep.
Although not kill him again.
Not kill him. I was about to say because it's for kids. It's not really for kids.
Yeah.
You can't kill people because that's too brutal. Not here.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they could get away
It's
with
more
it.
for
depending how they do
teenagers.
it. Yeah.
But yeah. But as the world sees, All Might is like the skeletal thing now.
Yep.
And oh wow, that changes everything, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's like, what do you do now with All Might forcibly retired?
Yeah. I think it's probably the best way to do it. He retires right after a big victory, and you see him still standing.
Yep.
Afterwards, and on TV, and you're next. That whole thing with double meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, our big hero's retiring, but he's still alive. He didn't die, so it's not as depressing, and you can still turn it around to it's your turn to be the hero, and keep people from losing hope. That's the big one.
Yep.
Don't let people lose hope.
Yeah.
That's funny. The villains tried to recruit Bakugo.
Yeah, they tried to recruit Bakugo.
They tried to,
because he's the most likely. He'd be the one who'd be most likely to turn with join us, right? Right.
Bakugo's like, no,
never. I'm going to be the number one hero.
Like, he's so full of anger and whatnot. He's be perfect villain. No.
Oh yeah, May actually had a bit of a role here again with the stupid I can kick.
Oh.
Because they went to the lab or whatever.
Yeah, because they want to enhance their outfits.
Yeah, and that's and also we find out May does not understand personal space.
Nope.
Much to Ochiko's annoyance, considering she has to watch May kind of groping Izuku.
Set off my man.
But yeah, that goes because they were going there to kind of improve some stuff, and that's when then Izuku gets these little basically spring-loaded boots add basically a double hit to his kicks.
Yeah,
and also little arm braces to help not blow his arms up.
Yep.
Yeah, and
almost like what we got in the movie.
Yeah,
the gauntlet.
Thinks that got just destroyed.
Yep. Had to wrap it up and get her out of the way so we can go back.
Yeah, because
like
they can't
changed.
be part of the main plot.
Yep.
Yeah, and then also we see another because we see some of that fallout from the retirement of All Might, which is some of the villains are getting bolder.
Yeah.
And then we see one villain, this one guy with a bird looking mask who could call himself Overhaul, meets up with the League of Villains, and that can't be good. And apparently we find out someone else has been following some guy in a suit.
G-Man.
Not quite. I know who he is, but you don't know yet. Not quite. But yeah, they've been tracking him for a while, and then on top of that, because they also have the thing about. Then they want to have the thing that they're going to do the work studies.
Oh yeah, the work studies, which is the internship. What's funny?
Yeah.
The translations all say work study, but I'm hearing them say intern.
Yeah.
It's like, but you already had the intern, so you have to change the name.
Yeah. Yeah, but they meet the big three of the school.
Oh god, the big three.
Who are weird.
They're weird. I don't. They only showed the power of one of them.
Nijire, there's a guy who just did not want to talk to anyone because they're scary. Talking to people is scary, which is understandable.
Yeah, super. Like, yep, I get it. Nope, I'm gonna face the wall. Talk to the wall.
Talk to the wall, and no one else. Because no.
Smiley dude.
Yeah. But yeah, Mirio. He can phase through stuff.
Yep.
Basically, he's a walking video game glitch.
God,
It's explained.
man,
Explain
it was
like
when he finally described it, how he can do his thing. I just went, wait, he's a freaking super bounce.
Yep.
It's the Halo super
like,
jump.
Oh, like a video game glitch. Exactly.
And then immediately I said that, and then there was like I call it
physics abuse.
He
Yeah,
breaks the
he
physics
basically
engine.
like they're amazed because his quirk's so strong. It's like, no, I made my quirk strong.
Yep, and that was a big thing. Like even something that seems weak can be made strong if you know how to use
Yeah,
it.
because he can phase through things. But the thing is, like he points out, he can't breathe when he's doing that. He can't breathe. He can't see.
Yeah, if he
can't
phases his lungs, he can't breathe. If he
But yeah, he
phases his
can't see,
eyes,
he can't-
Yeah,
Nothing.
because light just goes through it too.
Yeah.
Air just goes through it too.
He's deaf. He's blind. But he just has to just know how it works. He basically has to do all that, basically move in such a way he knows where he's going to pop up. Because the thing is, when he just turns it off, it basically, no, you can't do, basically physics, no, wait, no, you can't do that, and pops him out.
Yep, like physics, like
Yeah. So he uses that to his advantage. But yeah, it's like difficult for him because, as you see, also kind of difficult because of the clothing thing.
yeah. Like you mentioned, the tuning's kind of difficult.
Yeah, they're all, I guess just fight me. Okay. And he takes them all out, all shouting, power!
Hangs out.
Yeah, and then of course, right before as they're going after him, his clothes fall off as they face through him, and we see him freaking out because he's naked now.
He's naked now.
And Midori's the only one who even vaguely kind of gets an idea, but even that,
He wasn't able to react quick
anticipated
enough.
the anticipation.
Yep.
Oh crap, he's really good, isn't he?
Yeah, and that's one thing. Midoriya's special. I guess it's not a quirk, but the closest to his own personal quirk is his ability to recognize and
Analyze.
think ahead, and his analysis abilities. Yep. It's not a real quirk, but yeah.
Yep.
It's what can set him apart.
He already met him a little bit earlier, but just sees a face in the wall.
A face in the wall. That would terrify me too.
He's just like,
hi.
Can I help you?
Look around.
And then he just disappears.
Yep, we're gonna meet again soon. And yep, there he is.
I'd be like, well, that was foreboding. I don't like that.
Oh, I'm just gonna pretend I never saw that one.
Well, time to have nightmares for the next couple nights.
Those will be interesting.
You remind me of my sleep paralysis demon.
It's because I am.
That was
not
ominous.
Sleep paralysis.
That was really ominous. Thank you. But yeah, it's
that was very scary.
it's a very strange thing right there. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Is at the end of it, with the work studies are about to start, I guess, and the villains are meeting other villains, and that's not good.
Yep, recruitment of more villains has begun.
All Might tried to meet, try to talk to All for One in the prison, and didn't go anywhere really.
Yeah,
of course, it's this good old Hannibal-esque scene.
Yeah. You think I'm powerless in here? You're funny.
Yep. And the story continues. And at this point, I think, Midoriya's pushing up to 8% now, isn't he?
Yeah, he went up to 8% now, so he's not stuck at 5.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's also almost forgot Miss Joke.
Miss Joke.
Yeah, he talks to Aizawa. Aizawa doesn't seem to like her, or does he? Maybe, I don't know. Depends. Depends on what the shippers say. What did the shippers say?
Yes, both.
Well, some of them say no because he loves his husband, present Mike.
Yeah.
Depends on where you are in that front. Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Pony.
the movie.
Yeah, the movie. Yeah.
The movie. Dave and All Might.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, Dave is coming off as a pining ex.
Yeah.
Or just someone who's pining after the guy he never actually confessed to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he also clearly he was married and had a kid, and we married because we know he had a ring. He had
a ring, and they have a kid. A kid. Yeah.
Obvious kid who was central to the story.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Also Pony. There's an exchange student named Pony, and in class 1B, and what that one jerk from class 1B, the one who keeps mocking
that guy,
him,
yeah,
taught her some phrases which she doesn't know what she's saying. Yeah, her name's Pony.
Yeah,
she looks like a pony, a particular kind of pony of a cartoon variety. Weird.
Interesting.
Although she has kind of more like ram horns or not ram, more bull horns than.
Yeah, she had it was more bullhorn type thing.
Still, her name's Pony. And it's being played by Kaede Hondo. Gee, I wonder who that is.
Huh.
Kaede Hono. Gee, I wonder where I've seen that name. All right. So there's the bajillion things. We actually just talked about her because she's in so much stuff we've watched.
Yep.
I just saw that name and went, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, speaking of voice actors,
Do we add any? Well, there's going to be some new characters with new voice actors.
Let's talk about villains.
What?
Let's talk about villains.
Villains.
I think we were talking about Tomura Shigaraki, Koiki Uchiyama. I think we talked about him a bit. Yeah, Dragon Ball Daima, Kaiju 8, Hayaku, Dungeon Meshi. Yeah, Delicious Dungeon. Yeah, he's done quite a few roles, to say the least. Some of which I recognize. Oh, Devilman Crybaby. Where'd Dobby go? Hiroshimono. Terminator Zero. Is that the Terminator anime? Yes, it's the Terminator anime.
Nice.
Oh, Kimetsu Yaiba. No, Yaiba, Demon Slayer. That one. Oh, Scott Pilgrim. It was Scott Pilgrim in the Japanese dub. Marginal Service. Ugh, that thing. I remember that now. Ugh, did not. Bungo Stray Dogs, know that name. Blue Lock, know that. Oh, JoJo. He was
There's a lot of these are like, I am aware of.
Oh,
but that's the extent.
He voices John and Ruby, the Ruby Japanese dub. He voices John. Vomit Boy. Bakuten, Tokyo Revengers, those names. Yep. Oh, he's in Attack on Titan as well. Oh, Dorohedoro. And Mr. Compress, where'd you go? Tsuguyo Mogami. That was the guy who had to turn people into little marbles.
Oh,
he's in Frieren. Oh, Konosubarashi? Yeah, the Konosuba spinoff. The Megaman. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Okay, yep. More Attack on Titan. Bleach. Let me play someone else in Mario Academia as well. Oh, Brand New Animal. Oh, he's in Promare. Remember the pizza shop owner in Promare? The pizza shop? They had
yeah.
Him. He pays him.
Didn't he get arrested in Promare? Or something like that?
Yeah, he got arrested because,
he was
protecting a burnish.
Yeah, he was burnished.
Kurogiri is voiced by Takahiro Fujiwara. Oh, Bleach again. Berserk. Oh, the Shinkansen. Which one? Henkei Robo, Shinkan Lion Zine, Shaman King.
Shinkan Lion.
Oh, there's Attack on Titan again. Oh, Pokemon. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do as much. Yeah, he doesn't do as much. He's in One Piece, though. But he doesn't do as much. He's been around for a while, but he just only picks like a handful of roles, I guess. And I guess Himiko. Misato Fukuen. Let's see. Seiyu Radio. Oh, that train, whatever. Shumatsu Train Doku ni. Yeah, that one that came out. Fate Granddaughter. Oh, and gushing over magical girls.
Yeah.
That's one of the mascots. Oh, Precure. Oh, she played Sailor Chibi. Chibi Moon.
Yeah.
In the new
Chibiusa.
version. The new version.
Yeah, Chibiusa.
Pokemon. Oh, that girl. I know who I could see a lot of art of her. there's a Gundam Seed.
Is that Strike Witches?
That might be Strike Witches.
I think that's Strike Witches.
Non Biori.
Non Biori.
Fate Grand Carnival. Oh,
yeah.
Girls. Yeah, there's Girls und Panzer. Bang Dream. Oh, Index. Oh, wait, the maid. One of the maids. In Index. Could have sworn. Oh, she's in JoJo.
She's in JoJo. More JoJo.
Yep. Oh, yeah, of course, Black Lady, because, Chibi Moon turned into Black Lady.
Yeah.
If anyone complains about spoilers about that, remember that came out in 1990s. So you have no excuse anymore.
Spoilers. Snape kills Dumbledore. Hidamari sketch.
Yeah. Do that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, also in Railgun, because it makes sense.
It would make sense.
Not necessarily, but, not a stretch. Apparently she played a skull at one point in something called the Chevalier Dion. Wow, this goes pretty far back, actually.
Yeah, a lot more.
There we go, Pokemon. 2001. No, 2000, wow, yeah. And then some, and then there's Twice, who's voiced by Daiichi Endo. A couple things he's been in. Across, is that Tai? Attack on Titan. Healing Good Precure, Sword Art Online, Yu-Gi-Oh, Macross Delta, Gundam Build Fighters, and also Naruto, because a couple big things he's been in. So yeah, that's villains. At least most of the villains. Actually, wait, where's All for One? I forgot about him. As a All for One. Akio Otsuka. Oh, the Rose of Versailles. Wasn't that? Oh, Shangri-La Frontier. He's the rabbit Yakuza guy. You already know what I'm talking about.
Probably not. I've still only seen those first few.
Yeah. He's kind of a major character. Oh, he's in Eurocamp. Is that who I think it is? Yeah, that Grin's grandfather. You know, Grin's got a grandpa that camps too.
I think
remember?
so, yeah.
Yeah, he plays him.
I remember that now.
He plays him.
Nice.
There's Bleach. Psychopaths. Oh, Lupin. He's the guy with the hat in Lupin. He always has the hat over.
Yeah.
You've probably seen. Yeah. Daisuke. We still need to watch Lupin at some point. I've been interested in watching. Oh, Mob Psycho. Of course, there's a Pip-Me.
Yeah.
I have to have
there's always at least one.
Oh, he's Bato.
Bato.
Oh, he's the narrator in Star Wars Visions. I'm not sure if it was original Bato. I'd have to look. That was what 1996?
I think it was a year before Matrix.
Yeah, it was in the 90s. I know that. Naruto. Paprika. Oh no, he's Bato in Second Gig.
Nice.
So yeah, he that would likely mean he was also Bato in the movies. Potentially in the movies. So he was Bato. Yep, there it is. 1995, Ghost in the Shell. Bato. He was Bato. That's pretty cool. Oh, apparently he was Ryu in the Street Fighter movie. Street Fighter 2 movie.
Yep. He's Bato.
Man, his resume. Oh, he was Moomin. Moomin Papa, apparently. Oh, Moomin Papa. Okay, I see. Wow, this is 1988. It was when he first did his first roles. Wow. One of his first credited roles.
He's been in the gig for a while.
Yep. So they're I guess villains.
Yep, those are the villains.
Yeah, still, overall, I think as a whole, yeah, again, this is where the cracks start to form, I feel.
It's still a lot of fun.
The story.
It's still a lot of fun and still enjoyable, but yeah.
There's definitely, like, again, that stupidness with the kicking. Still don't like Bakugo just keeps win after win after win, which is like, gotta give Deku something, come on.
Yeah.
Even just to show progress, right? Come on. Again, the weirdness, this is where the weirdness with queer representation starts. It's not bad yet, but I can tell you right now, it's going to get worse in some ways.
Yeah.
Worse and better in some ways. There's some things like, oh, that's great. And other things like, oh, that was not good. And what was the other? Oh, the sexism.
Oh, yeah.
The casual sexism is just like there. And unfortunately, it's like, I think part of this, My Hero Academia gets a lot of the flack for it just because it's one of the most popular things right now. Versus like, a lot of anime in general does have casual sexism, and just in general,
it is super
baked
common
into the culture.
So yeah,
it's still baked into the culture here, just in a different way.
Yeah,
it's still great in many ways, but I think this is where the cracks started to show. This is where people started to fall off, and then more people started to fall off, including myself in the next season, which is what we talk about next time, because we're kind of going to go ahead and cut this off now because this is getting
we're getting a little long.
But yeah, if you enjoyed what you heard, you can listen to other episodes, both past and future, at newtoweeaboo.libsyn.com. It's spelled LIBSYN. You can check out the RSS feed there and subscribe that way. You can also subscribe to us in multiple other ways, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music. If you want to search for New to Weeaboo on any of those sites, or click buttons at the top of the Libsyn site if you want to go to most of those. You can also contact us via email to newtoweeaboo@gmail.com if you have any questions or comments or anime recommendations or whatnot. And you can also follow us on various social media. It's all listed at newtoweeaboo.libsyn.com/contact if you want to, just an easy list for all that. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Join us next time. We'll be talking about, again, season 4 of My Hero Academia plus the second movie.
Yep.
We didn't go super in depth on the movie because
there wasn't a lot of super in depth to go on.
If you know My Hero Academia at this point, it's basically an extra long adventure.
Yep, with a higher animation budget.
Yeah, which looked good, but yeah.
It does. It looked great.
hope you enjoy yourselves, all that stuff as you can. It's gonna be warming up here in the northern hemisphere because we're getting closer to spring.
Tired of it being cold.
Yeah, already. So we'll see you next time in March, actually, I believe. Yeah, so it will be March by that point, won't it?
March.
Yep, it will be March. So we'll see you then. Goodbye.
See ya.